Our next guest this morning is a man who enjoyed 4 winners on Saudi Cup night last year. Stay Foolish, trained by Mr. Yahagi. Dancing Prince, Songline and Authority. Songline back to defend her crown in the turf sprint. She's got Geolific in the Saudi Cup as well. It was a huge night for Japan, Christophe, last year, and a huge night for yourself as well.
Yes, of course. Last year was quite exceptional. I felt very comfortable on Riyadh Racecourse. I had the chance to ride very good horses in very good condition, and everything went right for us. So it was a great pleasure to have 4 winners in the night. But this is the past, and we have to get focused on the future. And the future is Saturday. It's going to be a different day with different horses except Songline, but yeah, it's another big challenge.
And what do you think is behind that rise to prominence of Japanese horses, not just here, but Dubai World Cup last year, Mr. Yahagi at the Breeders' Cup as well? Japan had become a big force on the international stage.
Yes, definitely. It's been like this for many years now. The breeding and the pedigrees in Japan are just unbelievable, with multiple Group 1 winners, mares, and top stallions. So for many years now, they produce a lot of very good horses. And in parallel, I think the staff, the stable staff, the trainers, by the experience abroad and traveling a lot, they get more skills, and they understood very well how to travel a horse, how to train a horse for a big race abroad, and which horse to bring to which place. So all this combination of facts made Japanese horses very competitive everywhere in the world.
Well, Songline, as you touched on, is back for the turf sprint. How can you compare her to 12 months ago?
Actually, I think she's in better condition than last year. If I remember last year when I rode her on the morning, she was a bit stiff. But today I felt her very smooth, and her footwork was very good. So I'm more confident than last year.
And she built on the win here last year. She's now coming back as a Grade 1 winner. So I think we can see from what she's done on the track that she's improved.
Yes, definitely. She will have to show that she's a Group 1 horse. She had some issue in last autumn, but this morning she looked brilliant, and I think all the staff did their best to bring the mare at her top for Saturday.
And she's quite versatile as regards distance, but over this sort of a trip, is it the harder they go and the faster they go, the better it suits her?
Yes, because she can stay the mile. So it means if the pace is very strong, you will need some stamina in the last furlong, and she's got that stamina. On the meantime, she's quick out of the gates. Last year I could ride her in 5th or 6th position. And 6 furlong is a bit short for her, but 7 furlong is the best trip.
And what about the Japanese challenge? Restincia in there, Laodicea and Bathrat Leon as well. Is there any one of those that you particularly fear?
No, they are all stud horses. They all competed at the high level in Japan, and these horses are very competitive. It will depend the draw, how the race goes, but definitely a strong member, and Songline will have to be at her best to win.
Okay, well, that's Songline in the turf sprint. You've got a ride in the Saudi Cup as well. Geolific, what can you tell us about that horse's form back in Japan?
He's a horse I rode as a 2-year-old from his debut. I liked him very much. And at the beginning of the season, I had the choice between Equinox and Geoglyph. I choose Equinox, so I haven't ride Geoglyph for a while. Actually, Geoglyph beat Equinox in the Satsuki show, the equivalent of the 2000 guineas in Japan. But then Equinox get better and better, and on the contrary, Geoglyph struggled a little bit in the classics. But he's definitely a good horse with a lot of potential. Of course, on Saturday, it will be his first time on the dirt. So it's very hard to predict how he will react on that new surface. But he's a very talented horse, and I didn't have the chance to ride him this morning, but the staff said he was in good condition, so I trust them.
And you say first time on the dirt, as Mr. Yagi was saying, seen Mishrif come off the dirt off the turf in Europe to win on the dirt, and is that something you sort of take as a vote of confidence in his chances, that it's quite a sandy dirt track?
I can't say much. I don't know really. He's by Dr. Fong, you know, so he might like the track, but it depends if he get kickbacks, how he react to kickbacks. Will it be difficult for him to follow the pace, or on that track will it be very comfortable and he will be able to take a good position easily? I cannot say, so I'm sorry, but we'll see out of the gates how he runs.
I don't know if you had a chance to watch his run back in Hong Kong last time. He was 6th in the Cup, and he came home quite strongly. The form of that race took a big boost last week in Qatar, with Russian Emperor and Order of Australia both winning.
Yes, I'm not sure in Hong Kong he had a lucky race. It was the end of the season. I think he's able to do better than what he did in Hong Kong.
That looks a good-looking race as well. We'll open the floor to any questions for Christophe. And I would like to ask Christophe a question. We've got Ben. Just wait for the microphone to go across.
Hi, Christophe. With Songline, I think you're drawn in stall 2 this year. What's your reaction?
I didn't know.
You didn't know? Okay.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, no problem. What's your reaction to that? Obviously, not like a low draw. How would that affect her chances, do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good draw. Yeah, good draw. You know, the track is quick. It could be hard to come all around. So with drawn 2, we might save some ground. And you know, as we see last year, every yard is important. So no, she can take a good position on the inside, and then of course I will have to find a way in the straight to put her in the best position to win the race. But I prefer being drawn 2 than wide outside.
With Geoglyph tonight in the draw, obviously, like Mishrif won the race from a wide draw 2 years ago. Where would you ideally like to come from?
Yeah, I'd say for first time on the dirt, I think it's better not to get too much kickback, especially at the beginning of the race. At least to be able to take middle position. So we'll see tonight. We will deal with it anyway. Sorry.
Okay, Tom.
The Saudi Cup's a special occasion, but this year there's Frankie Dettori, Yuichi Fukunaga, and Joe Moreira all riding as well. 3 jockeys that are having looks like their final year. Does it feel special for that reason for you to be involved as well?
Maybe before and after the races, yes, it will be special because it will be the last time for everybody to see them wearing jockey silks. But during the race, there will be no difference. They are really good riders, and we will be a rival on the track for sure. But of course, these guys will be missed by everybody because their career was so big, and they are so famous in the horse racing world, and it's always a pity when these guys retire. So everybody will have to enjoy their skill, their rides, and their personality. And I wish them good luck for the future.
Lovely stuff. And just before you go, Christophe, just tell us a little bit about your son who's embarking on a new career.
My son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not invested. No. I mean, he doesn't like very much horse racing, so he will become a watchmaker. He wants to become a watchmaker, and he will have. He's got a job for Audemar's Piguet in Switzerland, which is a big watch brand. So I'm very proud of him, and I'm happy that he knows what he wants to do, and this passion for watches. You know, it's kind of like horses. You know, it's a very big mechanicals, and you have to be very focused on your job to do a good job. So I hope he will be able to make a nice watch for me in the future.
And what's his name?
Luca.
Luca. Well, we wish Luca the best of luck with his new career. We wish you the best of luck on Saturday as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you. ありがとうございます。